Okay, I'm back now. I really hope you can hear me now. I'll cut off the first 5 minutes of that. Yeah, it's technical difficulties, Cookie. I'd set everything up. I think it's okay now. Um, Hi Morana, let me know if you can hear me now. I think it should be okay now. Um, Volume. Let me know if you can hear me now. Sorry for that. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, trying to access everything and trying to work out everything when you're new to StreamYard and stuff. It's really difficult. Thank you, Cookie. Cookie says Mike is back. Is Ghana says yes, we can hear you. Thank goodness. Every time it cuts off, let me know. So yeah, let's get into the Premier League predictions for this season. As I was saying, number 20 is going to be Fulham. Fulham, the last season they're promoted back to the Premier League. It was very difficult for them. Got beaten so many games. They signed like 10 players worth like 200 million pounds, but it just couldn't work. But this time round, again, they've not signed any single player, and they've not signed any single quality player, I should say. And I don't really think they're going to do well. Scott Parker is a good coach, but I don't think he's cut up for the Premier League. I don't think he's going to do well in the Premier League this time, and I'm going to go for them as the number 20. They're going to be relegated. I don't think they can do any better than that, honestly. But Koki says Fulham will stay. I don't think so. Won't stay, and I agree with Fulham last. Definitely, I go with Fulham last. And I don't actually think like it's going to be like 1 point or 2 points. And I think it's going to be like a margin. Starting from the first game when they play Arsenal, I expect them to lose by 3 goals, hopefully, and then they'll go last and stuff. And from there, they'll have a struggle because all the other teams, the Wolves, the Leeds, these teams have quality players. So unless Fulham surprise us in the next few days and sign like Messi or anyone like that, I don't see them having any better than that, honestly. Cookie says Fulham will stay. Nope. Fulham will stay. West Brom and Leeds will be 120th and one towards top 10. Can't make my mind up. I don't really think it's going to be West Brom. Fulham will do a Villa stay up with the skin of their teeth. Really, in the final day, I don't think they have that quality. You know, Aston Villa had who was it, Grealish, but can you mention for me 2 players that Fulham can really depend on? Mitrovic is a hard head. You might even not find him in that last game. Um, Arsenal will finish top 4. I really hope so. I'll get to that. Is Ghana says I think Arsenal will beat Fulham 4-0. You know what? I really hope so because we always start the seasons very poorly, as I did in my other video and talked about it. We always do very, very poorly in the first few games. But this time round, we have a chance to like win the first 2 games, just like last season. The last time we did win our 2 games before last season, the first 2 opening games, was back in 2009. So we really definitely need to work on that. So for me, I'm really sorry. Cookie, I know you might want Fulham to stay up, but I don't think they're good enough to stay up, unfortunately. So I'm going to go for them as the 20th in the 20th position. Sorry, I don't think they can do any better than that. Very very sorry. Um, Let me know again. Do you agree with me, Fulham to finish 20th, or would you go for any different team? Number last, which one would you go for? I know West Brom is an option. I know the other teams that are going to surprise you on my list. Let me know which ones you would go for. And let me read the comments again. Blackcat says, "What's up? Hi man, thanks for being here. I think we should let Glenn carry on. Yeah, you can just comment as I go by 20th, 19th, 18th as I go by. Cookie says Mitrovic and the left back that scored. That is it Brian? Joe Brian, I think, something like that. Will perform. Mitrovic will get 15 plus goals, and the left back will do well in terms of assists. Joe Brian, I'll definitely have him in my fantasy Premier League though. Is Ghana says Fulham last. I agree with you. Crystal Palace 20th. Wow, wow, that's crazy. Yes, Fulham will finish 20th. So I guess Cookie, everyone doesn't agree with you. People are going for Fulham as the number last, and I definitely agree with them because I don't think they're good enough for. I don't think they're good enough. They are players, not quality enough. You're talking about Joe Bryan and Mitrovic by themselves, and I don't think anyone else is good enough in that team to be fair. So for me, Fulham are going to finish 20th, and it's not going to be like close. It's going to be like by like 6 points or 8 points, something like that. I am expecting them to be relegated by the end of, like by the start of April or something like that. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to the Fulham fans, anyone who's watching. I know you're going to play them this weekend, and I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to get their fans on the list on my live stream. And if they see this video, if they happen to see this live stream, they might not want to come. But anyway, Fulham for me will finish 20th. Now to the 19th position. Let me know which team you think will finish in the 19th position. I've written them down. I don't have them in my head. I think this is where I'd agree with you. I think it was Cookies talked about West Brom. I think West Brom will actually finish 19th. West Brom, again, I don't know any of their players. Back when they were in the Premier League last time, they were really good in terms of aerial balls and just defending for 90 minutes. I used to hate them. Sunderland, Stoke, and West Brom. I used to hate all those three teams because like it was just a battle with them. We couldn't handle them. When we used to have players like Wilshere and Ramsey, we couldn't handle their players at all because of the aerial ability, the corners, the free kicks, all that. They are very, very tough. But again, I agree with Abdi. West Brom will finish 19th. East Gunners, West Brom, I agree also. I am not happy at all with our team. Don't worry about us, Alex. We'll discuss Arsenal. I know none of us is happy with the team yet. You better have Aubameyang and De Bruyne in. Hope you're well. Yes, I am Arsenal, Alex. I really appreciate you being here. At the end of the stream, can you let us know your fantasy team? I won't do it today, but I have a fantasy show every Thursday. Starting from this Thursday, and I'll have some guests in, and that is when I'll talk about that the league and my fantasy team and all those things that you need to know about the fantasy Premier League. And since you bought that up, you can join my league right now. That is the code. Let me remove the comment. Sorry. That is the code. You can join the league, and we can compete. We can compete against each other. Let's see how it works out. It's really, really tough. It's really tough. I would like to compete with you guys. The code is actually RETIF9. It's also passing at the bottom. Join. There have been like 50 or 60 people who've joined. The last time I checked, like a week ago. I hope all of you can join. Let's compete. Let's see how it goes. But I'll be doing the fantasy show on every Thursday. But for today, let's just talk about the Premier League predictions. And yeah, let me remove this from the screen. So yeah, I agree with you guys. Number 19 will be West Brom. Not good enough. I can see them getting hammered time after time. West Brom are the kind of teams that will go to Man City and you'll see an 8-0. Like this season, I'm telling you, you'll see an 8-0 against such teams because I don't think they're good enough. They actually did play well, but I don't see how they even came up last season. I would like to see their games from last season because every time I watch them, they were pretty good at home, but away I didn't ever see them playing a nice game. So I don't know, but what do I know about the championship? What do I know about the championship? Life, Ghana Tev says, big up my G. Thanks for being here, man. Always appreciate you. Yeah, they're just chatting about FPL. Is Ghana as I joined? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I agree, Glenn. So West Brom 19th. Unfortunately for all the West Brom fans and the Fulham fans, they are going straight back down. Now for 18th position, let me know which will be the third team that will be relegated for you. Which will be the third team to be relegated? There are so many options. Candidates: Aston Villa, Brighton, Tottenham. I really hope Tottenham can be relegated this season. I would scream out. I'd rather have Arsenal finish outside the top four. I'd rather have Tottenham getting relegated and Arsenal finishing outside the top four than vice versa. I just hate those slots. Let me know in the 18th position which team you'd have in the 18th position. Please just say Tottenham. Someone just say Tottenham, please. I want Tottenham to finish in that position. I really wish they could finish in that position. Crystal Palace. Wow. Why are you guys saying Crystal Palace? Are they really that bad? I think that if they keep Zaha and those couple of defenders they have, the likes of Van Aanholt and Tompkins, they always have an edge somewhere. They always have that. And their coach is very Premier League experienced, so I can see them surviving, not even like 17th or 16th, higher than that. So for me, I wouldn't put them there. I wouldn't really put them there. So for me, my number 18 will be Brighton. I would love it if they get relegated. I would love it. Whatever they did to us last season, Brighton beat us at home last season. Sorry, and they also beat us at their place. They cost Leno an injury. They've actually cost him his position now. They cost Guendouzi's Arsenal position. Mope scored that. Oh man, I really hate Brighton, and I know this season will be their season to get relegated. I really wish they get relegated. Brighton 18th, West Brom 19th, and Fulham last. And Brighton, the thing with Brighton is the last 2 seasons they've survived luckily. They haven't really had a very good season that they've won like 15 to 20 or 15 to 16 games, let's say. They've always struggled and they always like get something, a couple of penalties, a couple of good decisions going their way, and they survive. So for me, Brighton will be 18th. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to them. I don't really like their style of football anyway. I don't really like the style of football. So Fulham 20th for me, and relegated. Fulham are gone for me. People are saying Crystal Palace, West Brom. I agree. Um, which other team? Aston Villa, Tottenham. Of course, I agree with that. I'd also go with Tottenham to get relegated. Um, Let me just get into the number 17. Now, number 17 for me will be Aston Villa. They were very lucky last season, and I feel like they'll be lucky again this season. Just because I feel like Aston Villa is really a Premier League team. So with the fans, I don't know if the fans will be back, but with the fans and the experience of the likes of John Terry and all, they will have something on the last 2 days or something, 3 days, just to get a win like the way they did against Arsenal. And they only got a win against Arsenal last season. They got a point away to Old Trafford. So you can see them getting a good result somewhere. That's the good thing with them. They can get a result somewhere and get those points. More experience than the likes of Fulham. Of course, they'll have a season ahead of them. So for me, Aston Villa will come 17th. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to them, but they'll be 17th. And I don't know if it will come to a surprise to you people. Does it come as a surprise to you people? Do you expect Aston Villa to get relegated? Or do you expect them to buy players and finish higher than that? Let me know in the comment section. Do you expect them to finish higher than that or lower than that? Let me know. Let me read the comments again. 10 people in the chat. I appreciate you. Brighton will be around 13th. I really don't hope so. Switch Villa and Fulham for me. So Villa last, Fulham 17th, or are you talking about just take Villa to 18th and Fulham out to the top four? Because I don't feel like Aston Villa will finish. I don't feel like they're the worst of those teams. Cookie also says Fulham have a good squad and I expect more business. Well, if they sign players, remember the Premier League starts in 3-4 days, so they don't have that much time. The Premier League, after you've already lost the first 2 games, you're already chasing, so it really becomes a mess. So for me, Fulham 20th, 19th West Brom, 18th goes to Brighton, and 17th goes to Aston Villa. You know what? Let me know your bottom five. Let me know your bottom five. Which will be the bottom five for you guys in general? Let me know the bottom five. No, wait, Villa can't come 20th. They're winning the league, remember? Yeah, they can't come 20th. Which league are you talking about? Are you talking about FIFA 2021 or something? Lewis says, hi Glenn, sorry I can't stay, man, but hope you have a great stream. No problem, man. I'll have streams every day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so don't worry. That this is actually just like a test because the others will have guests and stuff. At least now I know how to set up the mic. At least before I get 2,000 people in the chat, let's know how to set up the mic first. I really appreciate you guys who've been here supporting by them, and I really appreciate it a lot, a lot, a lot. You know, you don't have to be here. That's the thing. You really don't have to be here, but you decided to be here. So I really appreciate you guys. Read the comments again. It's okay, Lewis. Always streams will always come up. I messed up. 17th West Ham. West Ham, I don't think so. Yeah, Lewis have said Brighton, Fulham, West Brom. Fulham 20th, West Brom 19th. TNE will shine next season. Don't worry, Abdi. We'll talk about Arsenal. We'll talk about Arsenal. We might even win the league. The improvement is what matters. So it's good to hear that. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something about you two before I go on. You always learn as you go by. There are a lot of things you learn every day. When you do your first YouTube video, you'll like be like, oh wow, I didn't even turn on the lights. How did I forget to turn on the lights? When you do your second video, remember you didn't even set up the mic correctly. When you do your third video, the internet goes off and you mess up. The fourth video, remember you didn't turn on the comments. So you improve as time goes by. I've been on YouTube for like 9 months, so I'm really happy by where I am right now. I know by when I know how to like conduct all these things, streams and everything. Oh my God, we'll be doing like 4 streams per day, like some other Arsenal channels that I know, and I'm not going to mention. Lewis says, thanks, man. I agree with that. If they don't sign anyone else, yeah, man. Um, no problem, Adi. As I've said, there'll be streams every single time. You can tune in, no problem. I appreciate you noticing the improvement, Lewis. Always, 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 man. I really appreciate you noticing the improvement. So let me go to the next position. And the next position is going to be Burnley. Now, the thing with Burnley, yes, they have a very good coach. They have a good defense. They have the Pope in the team. They have a Pope in the team, so they're really blessed. They have Pope as the goalkeeper, who's a very good goalkeeper, probably one of the best goalkeepers in England, and you might even say top 10 in the world right now. Who's a really good goalkeeper. The shot stopping he makes, very very good. But can they really keep on surviving with the kind of squad they have? I don't really think so. Last season, I think they've gotten rid of the likes of Lennon, Hendrick, I don't know the others, but their quality, their quality. Who are they buying? Burnley, if they want to survive, they need to buy. If you're seeing the likes of Wolves breaking their club records and stuff like that, they need to buy if they're going to survive. And this season, I think they're going to struggle. Yes, they're going to survive because they're better than the other teams, but I don't think they're going to finish any higher than 16th. If they finish higher, maybe 15th, but not higher than that. So Burnley for me 16th. Let me know if I'm being unfair, but for me, Burnley will finish 16th. 100th stream, everything works. Yeah, everything works by the 100th stream. You like learn as you go by. Is Gunners, I agree. You agree with 17th or 16th? Cookie says no. Burnley 16th, yeah, as I've said, they don't sign quality players, so that's the problem with them. They finished 10th last season. Pop is in my fantasy, and I think he will get Golden Glove. Burnley will go between 12th and 8th. No, there are too many teams between 12th and 8th, and too many teams between 12th and 8th. I've struggled writing down those teams. There's so many other teams there, but Burnley quality-wise, maybe they keep on winning 1-0, but for me, I don't really think they'll finish higher than that. This is the season they'll struggle, and I'm really, really sorry to Sean Dykes. I'm really, really sorry. Next season is going to struggle, and they're going to survive, but they need to buy players. Unless they splash cash right now, I don't see them surviving. I'm really, really sorry to him and to his team. But for me, 16th for Burnley, and it will be, yeah, they'll survive on like 5 points, 6 points, but not anything higher than that. They will struggle this season. I'm really sorry, Cook, if you think they can finish higher than that. But for me, that is the position they're going to finish 16th. Um, the next position. Any comments before I go into the next position? 15th, 15th now. 15th. Interesting. The 5 teams in the bottom half, the top of the bottom half. Not Arsenal. Last season we were in that position, 11th, 12th, and I can't forget about last season, man. That was really really terrible. That was very very terrible. So yeah, Burnley for me will finish in 16th position. Let me know 15th position. What are you guys going for in 15th position? For me, I'm going for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace will finish in that position for me. I don't think they're good enough to. They only have Zaha in their defense this season. Have they really strengthened their defense? I don't think so. So for me, they'll finish 15th. Crystal Palace will finish 15th. And the problem is they don't have the goal scorers. Benteke is, oh my goodness. Benteke is a terrible striker. Jordan Ayew is a guy who's not even supposed to play as a striker. Is being forced to play as a striker. So I don't see how it works there. They're actually really depending on Zaha. And last season, Zaha had a really poor season. So I don't see them improving further than that, honestly. Am I being unfair again? Just let me know. Am I really being unfair? Because I'm just going with what I'm thinking. We'll come back to this video in the next maybe how many months, 6, 7, 8 months, and check on it just to see how we've done and how you guys have done. because for me, I don't see them doing better than that. But Cookie says Burnley 16th. No, but for me, I think they'll finish in that position. I'm really, really sorry. City first, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth, Wolves, Brighton, Everton 14th. Oh wow, Everton 14th. I'll have to disagree with you there. Why have I included them? Um, Let me go to the number 14. Now, for me, number 14, I'm going to go with West Ham. This is another team who you really don't know what they're going to give. But if they sell the likes of Rice and maybe Yamalenko, they'll struggle. Felipe Anderson had a good first season, struggled last season. The likes of what's it called, Sushek, he was scoring most of their goals and he's a defensive midfielder. So for me, I'd have to say West Ham in 15th position, in 14th position, very sorry, 14th position. They'll struggle. I don't think they'll finish higher than that, maybe lower, but definitely not higher than that. So for me, I'll go with West Ham in 14th position. Let me see. West Brom, West Ham, Southampton, Villa, and Crystal Palace in the dogfight. Where have you left the likes of Fulham? Are you a Fulham fan by any chance? Are you a Fulham fan? Let us know the truth. Are you a Fulham fan? By any chance, are you a Fulham fan? Because I don't think Fulham will survive at all. But anyway, let me go to the number 13. Number 13 for me will be Newcastle. Now, they've signed this guy, of course, Callum Wilson. They've also signed Ryan Fraser, a Bournemouth connection there. I think they'll do very well. I think they'll score goals. That's the thing they've added in the team. They'll score goals. So for me, Newcastle will come 13th just because of the goals. I don't think their defense is that good, but this season at least they've added some firepower. They added Joelinton last season, but he was not good enough. But this time around, I think Wilson will get them the goals. Premier League experience will do the job for them. Ryan Fraser, as much as we didn't want him at Arsenal, sorry, we're not going to include him here. I think they'll do well at Newcastle. That is the kind of level they're going to be, and they'll definitely improve Newcastle. So for me, I'll go with Callum Wilson and his Newcastle team in 14th position. Is it 14th? I'm so confused. In 13th position. Let me know in the comment section your bottom 10. I see how many teams I've seen Everton somewhere. I don't think Everton will be in that list at all. Everton is a flop prediction. James Rodriguez will flop. I don't think so, and so will Richarlison. If Ancelotti gets the best out of them, they will go up. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think Everton will struggle this season? Because I always feel, yes, they always start every season by saying they're going to play well and everything by signing players, but every season they end up flopping. But this season now with Rodriguez, I think he will do well this season, and all of those people will do well. And Ancelotti is a good coach, so I don't see them struggling that much. So for me, I'll go with Newcastle as the number 13. I don't know if you guys agree, but number 13 for me. Number 12, I'm going to go for Sheffield United. Sheffield United gets my number 12. I'm not concentrating on the bottom half. That's why I'm so confused. I don't care which team finishes there. I want to concentrate on the top 10. I just want to get this bottom half done. But for me, I'm going to go with Sheffield United as the number 12. Last season, they had a very surprising season. And I don't think they're going to replicate it. I'm sorry. I don't think they're going to replicate it. They're going to struggle this season. Of course, their goalkeeper has gone, Dean Henderson. Have they really added someone of real quality? If they go and buy someone like Doucouré from Watford and maybe a player from Bournemouth, they'd improve. But I don't think they'll do better than that. Sheffield United, for me, will finish 12. Of course, they won't be in the relegation battle, but they'll be in the bottom half. They'll be those teams that they're not going up and they're not going down. Such teams, the boring teams, they're going to be to 11th, 12th, 13th today. If one team loses, they go back to 14th. Another team loses, they go back to 15th, and then they're back to 9th. That is what I expect from them. So, yeah, Sheffield United, do you agree with me? Are you going to put Sheffield United in the top 10, or are you going to include them in the bottom half? Let me know. But let me go to the next team already. For me, the next team, number 11, the newly promoted Leeds. Leeds are a very quality team. I've watched them playing. They play like wolves. I expect them to have a season like Wolves. They might even get to fifth, fourth, sixth in the middle of the season, but drop off because of the experience and stuff. But when they start signing people like Rodrigo, they'll be very good. They'll score goals. They have Bamford, Rodrigo, Hernandez. They'll score a bunch of goals. That's what I expect from them. And when they face the likes of Crystal Palace and Fulham, expect them to win such kind of games. So I fancy Leeds to finish 11th on the table. Let me know what position you expect the newly promoted Leeds to finish. Cookie says Scott Parker is a good coach. I have another shock prediction. Ancelotti will be out of the job in March. Wow. You really have that is really bold prediction. Sheffield that signed Ramsdale, yeah, from Bournemouth, of course, but is he really going to improve them? Is like a direct replacement for Henderson, but just a little bit below him, I'd say. Yeah. Austin says hello and hi, man. Thanks for being here. I just predicted the bottom half. I went for I'm reading from somewhere by there. Fulham 20th, West Brom 19th, Brighton 18th. They will be relegated this season. Number 17, Aston Villa. Number 16, Burnley. Crystal Palace will finish in 15th position. West Ham will finish 14th. Newcastle will finish 13th. Sheffield United will finish 12th. And Leeds will finish 11th. That's my bottom half. Do you disagree with any team? Is there any team I've not included there that you think are going to finish in the top in the bottom half? A team like Tottenham, do you think they're going to finish in the bottom half? I really hope so. I wish to see Mourinho getting relegated like by tomorrow, like something like that. I hate that team. I actually really, really hate that team. Is Ghana says get the likes up. You know what? I always watch other people's streams and they always say, you know what? Leave a like on my video if you enjoy this content, all that stuff. I always forget to say it, but yeah, thanks for bringing that up. If you enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe, and all of that. All the links are in the description to join my fantasy league. And yeah, all that. I'll have live streams every week from today, every single week, more guests and stuff. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up with Gunners. I appreciate you. I agree with Leeds 18. Spurs 12, Mourinho sacked in October. The good thing with them, or the bad thing with them, they have Kane and he's a goal scorer. So he'll score a bunch of goals for them and they will survive and stuff. In 1 month and 2 weeks, I agree with Arsenal lineup. Ibrahim, hi Ibrahim, thanks for being here. Which lineup? I've done so many lineup videos, some with Gabriel, some with Saliba, all of that. But any that you're talking about, really, really thank you. So I think we can get done with we can stop talking about the bottom half and start talking about the big teams now. We can start talking about the big teams, the top half. And of course, here you'll see teams like Southampton, you'll see teams like Arsenal, teams like Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Everton for me, you'll see teams like Tottenham. I really wish I could include them in 20th, but I just want these predictions to be right. So I really just going to include them in the top 10 just for the sake of it, just because they have Harry Kane is a good goal scorer. When do you do your FPL videos? I don't do FPL videos. I used to do FPL videos back in January and February when the channel was new, but I'm going to start doing FPL videos starting from this Thursday. Every single Thursday, I'll probably communicate the time from tomorrow because when getting guests and all this time during weekdays, it's really hard. So probably at the similar time, 8, 9, or 7, 6 p.m. UK time, maybe something like that, 7 p.m. UK time around there. Because I usually have to balance it because of the people watching it from the USA and the Australia stuff. So you have to balance it. So top half, which team do you think will finish number 10? Number 10, which team do you think will finish as the number 10? For me, I'm going to go with this team, Wolves. Now, last season, they had a really shocking season for me. I did not last in the first season. I didn't expect them to be beating all those teams. And those guys trashed Arsenal. They trashed Tottenham at Wembley. They beat Chelsea. They beat United like 2 times or 3 times. But this season, will they really replicate it? I don't think so. I think this season they'll drop off unless they sign some players. Of course, they've signed a player. They've broken the record They've signed this guy, a youngster. They've broken the record by signing this guy. Like the youngster, I don't remember his name. Is it Silva or something? They've signed this guy who's going to definitely improve their score. They still have the likes of Jota. They still have Jimenez. They still have who else? Um, Traore, in case he leaves, he doesn't leave. They have quality players. So for me, Wolves will definitely come in 10th position, not lower than that, maybe higher by one position, but not lower than that. Cookie says Sheffield United. Did Arsenal finish top three, Ibrahim? No, I'm coming up as in I'm coming from 20th to first. So I will get back to that. Is Ghana says Arsenal in top four for me. On the date of 25th October, are you talking about Tottenham's relegation? I hope so. I really hope so. So for me, Wolves, I'm going to go with them as the number 10. Not higher than that, but not really lower than that. I don't think so. So I go with 10. They'll be in the mid table zones. Number 9 for me, I'm going to go with Leicester. Now, Leicester is another team that had a very, very good season last season. But at the end of the day, it finished poorly. They were like second, third. They even trashed Southampton 9-0. They even had the Premier League top score. So you'd expect them to be like top four. But next season, they've already sold Chilwell. Vardy will be at the top of the game again. I don't think so. Madison has been injured on and off. Tielemans has been injured on and off. Unless they blow up the transfer budget and bank and buy some really quality players like two or three, I don't see them like competing. Pereira is also injured still, the right back, so I feel they'll struggle. Of course, as I've said, they still have this guy who's going to score goals. The guy who's called Vardy, very very Premier League experienced, won the Golden Boot last season. But will they really be able to replicate it again? I don't think so. Mani will improve, Arsenal will improve, Chelsea will improve, City will improve. So I don't think they'll replicate that. And if they don't, if they stop depending on Vardy, then they can do something about it. But only if they stop depending on Vardy and the likes of those players, such kind of players. Um, Cookie says, I'm going to say Chelsea fourth, but they will 100% compete for the league. If they get Oblak, they will win the league. Imagine Oblak, Chilwell, Rudiger, Silva, James, Kante, Havertz, Mount, Pulisic, Werner, and ZH. I can definitely tell you Wenger doesn't play football, Cookie. Cookie says, although if we put Wenger up front, yeah, Wenger is a really qualified man, so he can actually keep them up. Congrats on your Arsenal versus Aston Villa video. It's on 237K on the second day. You know what? Speaking of that video, let me come back on screen. Speaking of that video, I posted that video. I always do player ratings after games since January. I've always done player ratings about games, and I always post it like if we play Wolves or something, the final result I talk about Arsenal 2, Wolves 2, and then I rate result or something or player ratings or something. So I saw some comments on that video. So YouTube is a very like harsh position. When you have YouTube, you have to have such a hard heart, like you don't care what people say, because if you like follow up the negative comments, leave YouTube the next day. So people are talking about where are the highlights, and I'm like, I didn't write anywhere that was showing the highlights. I did not put highlights in my thumbnail. I did not put highlights in the title. That is not clickbait. I've seen people writing Arsenal versus Aston Villa highlights when there's no highlights. So that is clickbait. Just doing a video doesn't mean you're having the highlights. So anyway, thank you. I'm happy for those views. It was really crazy. It was really, really crazy, believe me. Like I think if you search for Arsenal on YouTube right now, my video comes up in the top 3. So yeah, we really appreciate it. If it was not for you guys, I wouldn't be here. So thanks to everyone who has been supporting. Again, just a reminder, that is my fantasy league in case you want to join it. The link will be in the description in case you don't want to copy that link, but RITIF9 is the code. The link is also in the description. You can just click on it. I think there are like 60 people already. I'm trying to get like 100, and then we can compete against each other. Starting from Saturday, let's see who's the better manager and stuff. Of course, as the channel builds up, we'll start having rewards and stuff like that. But for now, let's just have fun. Let's experience the Premier League. Let's experience all that. So thank you for everyone who's watching right now. I appreciate you guys. So we've said 10th position Wolves, 9th position Leicester. For me, 8th position, I'm going to go with these boys, Danny Ings and his boys. Last season, they finished really, really well, scoring a bunch of goals. Redmond, Ings, who else? Their goalkeeper, Alex McCarthy, really good. Apart from the day he gave Nketiah a goal, he's really good apart from that. But I expect them to finish 8th. If Ings keeps his goal scoring touch, they'll finish 8th or even maybe 7th, but definitely in the top 10. I don't expect them to struggle. Their coach, apart from losing 9-0 last season, I don't expect them to drop off at all. They'll keep on scoring the goals. They're more experienced than the likes of Leeds and all those other teams. So for me, Southampton will definitely come 8th. And do you agree with that, or do you think Southampton will struggle this season? Let me know in the comment section. Let me read the comments again. But the dislikes one call for. You shouldn't every single video on YouTube will get dislikes, so you shouldn't worry about that. Look, Glenn, people saying why it's entirely simply can't read. If anything like that happens again, don't share. And another thing, when people get 10 dislikes, they remove the likes and the dislikes so that people don't view them. But I won't do that. I'll just leave it there because I'm assuming. Let me tell you something funny. I'm assuming that they actually disliked that video because Mesut Ozil played, as I've told you, Cookie, before. Because Mesut Ozil played, they disliked the video, so it's not up to me. I have to show Crank the video and tell him that people are disliking my video because you let Ozil play that game and you didn't include Thomas Partey in that game. So you're making people dislike my video, and I'm not really appreciating it, but I'm not going to hide it. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Let's get back to the Premier League predictions. I've said Southampton 8th again. Expect them to score goals. So yeah, they'll not struggle. Arsenal Vlog says, hi man, how are you, man? I hope you're well, mate. Cookie says, don't understand why they saw it wasn't highlights, disliked and left. They missed out on your quality. Well, it's okay. At least they watched. At least they clicked on a channel called Blankity. So I know. I'm okay with that. Like, if you subscribe and you decide to watch more content, not every single video will be the best. You might click on the poorest video and then you're like, no, I don't like this channel. But you might click on the best video and be like, you know what? I'll subscribe and watch more videos. But anyone who watches, anyone who supports every single video, I appreciate you. As I've said, I keep on improving the channel. I wasn't doing live streams last season, but this season I'm starting to do that such stuff. So anyway, let's get into the next position, which is Everton. Now, Cookie said, I think it was you, Cookie, who said that Everton will struggle. Nope. With Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, which is that Iwobi was poor last season, yes, but expecting to do better this season. The youngsters, of course, Ben Davis, not Ben Davis, Tom Davis, sorry, and the likes of Yeremina and people like that, and Alan, who signed, James Rodriguez, who signed. I expect them to do very well next season. Ancelotti is a good coach, so I don't see them finish any lower than that. So in case you finish, I think they'll finish lower than that. I think you're being unfair, but they always struggle to be fair in every other season. But this season, I expect them to finish high. So I'm going to go with Everton as the number 7, and on top of them, that team. Yeah. Should I really even say anything? I can just keep quiet and let you tell me how much you hate Tottenham. Yeah, I hate them too. I really hate them too. I wish they could finish lower than that. I really wish they could finish lower than that. I hate them. I hate them. Dele Alli, Son, Winks, all of them. I hate them, all of them. But I think they'll still finish 6th because of VR decisions and stuff like that. They'll get a few penalties, a penalty merchant. These days I know it's Bruno Fernandes, but his colleague Harry Kane will get a few penalties and they'll finish in the top 6 and they'll qualify for the Europa League again, just like last season. And Cookie says, if you hate Tottenham, Stan, yeah, stand up. Cookie says, Mesut Ozil fault 100%. He better not start. Yeah, man, Mesut Ozil and Kroenke made me get dislikes on my video. So it's not even the content. It was like this guy's not buying. People were expecting to see Thomas Partey in that video, and they didn't see him. Or maybe they were confused. They didn't know the like button and the dislike button. But anyway, hey, YouTube is all about making content and stuff. So let's enjoy as we go on. So my number 6 will be Tottenham. Now, let me know in the comment section who would include in the top 5. Which 5 teams would you include in the top 5? Doesn't have to be like in order. Just tell me which 5 teams will make the top 5. Which 5 teams will make the top 5? Which 5 teams will make the top 5? I think I've been talking for 50 minutes straight. So let me drink some water and I'll be back in like 1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 minute. So just before I leave, this is my fantasy Premier League. You can join it. I'll be back in exactly 30 seconds. Okay, guys, I'm back. I need to drink something. Thanks for being patient. If you're here and you're an Arsenal fan, 30 seconds is nothing for you. We've had to wait years to win a trophy. So for an Arsenal fan, even if you asked me to wait for like 2 hours, that is just a short time because I've sat down and waited 20 years for a trophy. So yeah, that's cool. I hope you can still hear me. I think let me see any other comments coming in. Spurs, yeah, the less said, the better. Cookie says, same 5 as you. Ibrahim, I hope Arsenal will work very well this league. I really hope so too. We haven't spoken on the Golden Boot. The Golden Boot will be won by Salah. We'll talk about that after the top 5. I want to keep this like an hour or something. So yeah, without wasting any more time, number 5 for me will be that team. Now, at the end of last season, Manu is going to be in my top 3 for the 2020-2021 campaign, but I've not liked their transfer window. They've only signed Van der Beek, who I saw playing yesterday, is a really quality player, to be fair to them. I don't see them finishing higher than that. Maybe if they sneak fourth because of the 600 penalties they get in one damn season, I don't see them finishing higher than that. If they get like 3 penalties, I don't see them finishing higher than that. But if they get like 30, 40 penalties, of course, they'll get into the top 4. But they have a good squad with Rashford, Fernandez, Pogba, and stuff. But I think they'll struggle a bit because they're not added in terms of their defense and stuff. Maguire is in prison. It's so funny just thinking about it. He was almost going to prison. Lindelof, I saw him fouling Martial in their international game, I think last week. Very poor defensively. Wan-Bissaka maybe will prove himself this season, but for me, Manchester United will come 5th just because they haven't signed any player. Unless they decide to sign Sancho right now and someone else, then we might have a look at this table again in January. But for now, I don't see them finishing higher than that. Thanks to the 21 people watching. In case you can comment, let me know where you are from. Let me know which country you are from or which city or which state you're watching from. Let me know in the comment section. Cookie says Van der Beek is good. If they get Sancho, they'll get top 4. Yeah, if they get Sancho, they'll do well. But if they don't get Sancho, they start. Luckily for them, they're not starting their season this week, but the following week against Crystal Palace. I have to have a new play in that week because of their penalties. So I don't see them finishing any higher. Is it higher than that? I don't really think so. Now for the top 4, of course, since I've not mentioned my team, you can tell that I've included my team in the top 4. Now, my number 4 will come as a surprise. Yeah, Liverpool will finish 4th. Now, Liverpool did have a very good season in the 2018-2019 campaign. Yes, I'll not disagree with that. They had a very good season in the 2019-2020 campaign. Yes, I will not disagree with that. But I feel like the way they handled it after winning the trophy, like even in the FA Cup, in the Community Shield and stuff, they have seen them play. I think they're the kind of team that will win one trophy and be like, you know what, we've won it, so we can relax now. Wijnaldum can go to Barcelona. I think he'll go. Mane can move to Real Madrid. Henderson can go. Milner can retire now. Chamberlain is injured for another season. So for me, Liverpool, I don't think they'll have that consistency from last season in the previous season. I don't really think so. If you guys think Liverpool will win the trophy again, just try and correct me because I don't think they'll have that similar season. They were too good. They were too good. I don't think they'll have that same season again. So I don't really think so. Um, IK City says Dallas, thank you for being here. Yep, USA. Cookie says UK. Arsenal 6th. Nope, I don't agree with you, Arsenal vlogs. We have Arteta now. We don't have who? Who do we call him? Emre. Yeah, I'd even forgotten his name because it was such a terrible season. I wouldn't be surprised though. Chelsea had a good window, but I would put Liverpool 3rd or 2nd. Really? Will I go with that? I don't think so. Chelsea good way. 3rd? No, I don't agree with that. 2nd, definitely not. 3rd, maybe, but 2nd, definitely not. I expect those other teams to improve massively, and one of those teams that will improve is going to be Arsenal. Of course, it's going to be Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. We are getting back to the top 3, to the big boys. Arsenal is back. Yes, we're going to finish in the top 3. Arsenal will finish in the top 3. Of course, me, I want top 4, and most of you want top 4. I don't even care if you don't finish in the top 3, but you finish 4th. But I just want us to have a good season. Last season, we couldn't beat the promoted teams. We struggled against Norwich. We struggled against which other team? Aston Villa beat us. We struggled against which other team was promoted last season? Sheffield United. We couldn't beat them. So I don't think we're going to have such a similar season to that. It was such a poor season last season. Struggled against every single team. We couldn't keep clean sheets at the beginning. We couldn't score goals. Our football was terrible. We couldn't keep any lead. I remember scoring 2 goals against Watford. Okay, I didn't score. Aubameyang scored. I remember scoring 2 goals against Watford and then throwing away a 2-goal lead. I remember us playing against which team was it? Sheffield United at home, threw away another lead. Wolves at home, threw away another lead yet again. We did it like 15 times. So all those things from last season, I don't expect them this season. That's because you have Arteta. So I'm going to go with Arsenal 3rd. Of course, this video will always be there, so you can come back and confirm whether I got the prediction right. But for me, Arsenal will have a decent season next season and they will come 3rd. And 2nd position will go to that team. As much as I hate to say it, they've signed some really quality players, and I don't think these players they're on screen right now, they're too good. Ziyech, Timo Werner, and Havertz, they are very, very good. These are players who are the best players in their teams: Leipzig, Leverkusen, and Ajax. So with all that attacking force, yes, they've signed Chilwell and Thiago Silva, but with all that attacking force, I don't see them like not scoring goals. Yes, they'll concede 2, 1, 3 sometimes, but they'll score goals. I can see them winning 5-3, 4-2, 2-1. Of course, not against Arsenal. We'll beat them home and away. But for me, I think they'll have a good season. They won't come close to the champions who you already know I'm going to have as the champions, but they will finish 2nd position. Again, last season, yes, we did have this battle. The last 2 seasons, the battle between these 2 players, not 2 players, but 2 teams. Liverpool and City. But this time round, I'm expecting it to be City and Chelsea. Now, Chelsea and City, if they compete against each other, I think City is the better team. City is the more experienced team. So I don't really see them keeping up. I don't see Chelsea keeping up with them, unfortunately. So for me, I'm going to go with Chelsea as the second best team. Before I get into the first position, let me read the comments. Um, Cookie says I wouldn't be surprised though Chelsea had a good window, but I would put Liverpool third or second. Yeah, Arsenal vlogs, Arsenal sixth because you haven't bought anyone. You have bought Willian, Free, and Kid where you haven't seen good yet. WL. I think they're good, but you can also say that about the likes of. I know they had a better score than us last season, but really, I don't think they'll do that with the likes of Liverpool and United. And Arteta, it's all about the manager. And I don't think we'll only sign those players. I think we can't go with we can't like go to the next season with only those two signings. We have to sign, otherwise you'll be right. If you don't sign any other player, you'll be right. I agree with that. We'll get top four if we get Patton, Awar. Yes. Yes, these days I do say Awar. It's a difficult name, but if he joins Arsenal, well, RK City says Arsenal top three. I agree. It's going to be hard, but I really hope so. Did you put us fourth? No, no, Liam Hyman, third. Better than that, third. Um, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, City top four. In that order? Let me know. Let me know. What do you mean if no I'm in? If no, I mean I don't get you. Francis Hyman. Once we play a back three against the top teams, it will give us an advantage to win, which could lead us into a top three finish, if not the title. Yeah, I would really love that. Just imagine the title for Arsenal, the Premier League title. We'd be buzzing right now. Someone like Arsenal vlogs talking about Arsenal six, they'll be saying Arsenal, which position is higher than first? That's the position you'll be talking about. So yeah. Um I trust Arteta so much. I know he's going to like change his squad for all the top teams and stuff. So I know he's going to do a good job. So that's why I'm trusting him to get the top three, just because of the manager. Um, Arsenal vlog says Man City won't win title. I don't think they'll be as poor as last season. They might not win, but I'd go for that. I'd go for first position for them. Liverpool fourth. Hi Zayn, man. Thank you. Yeah, Liverpool fourth, because I don't think they're going to replicate the other season again. They were a bit lucky in some games, like Wolves away, Leicester at home. They were very lucky in those games. I don't think they'll have that kind of luck next season. Um, Liam says fourth, we'll get it. I really hope so. Or better, yeah. Let's say the title plus the FA Cup plus the Carabao Cup plus the Europa League plus the Super Cup plus the Community for the next season. Is that better? Yeah, I'd love that. So for me, top of the table will go to Manchester City. Yes, they've sold Sane, they've sold who else? David Silva's gone, but they've added quality again. Ake, I'm expecting them maybe to sign Koulibaly and someone else. So I expect them to do better than that. For me, they'll finish as the top player, top team in the table again. Their coach is really good, so I'm expecting them to better last season. First is going to Man City. Liam says England game is boring. Yeah, I'll finish this stream in the next 10 minutes. I need to go watch the France game, not France, the Sweden Portugal game. England game. I don't really like England playing. I don't really enjoy their games. I know there are a lot of English people watching here, but I don't find their games. Is it because they have a lot of Tottenham players? I just don't like enjoy their games. When they start including the likes of Willock and Niles and stuff, I'll watch them. Um, I think Salah will leave Liverpool for Barca. Then Griezmann, Messi, and him can make Barcelona a big club again. Salah, Messi, wow, that would be a good team. Although he would be expensive, I just see Salah saying he's completed Liverpool and out. Yep. Um, Lewis. Oh wow, we have another Lewis. Hi man, I've never seen you before. Thanks for being here. What I know, we are still number one. What will go till the last day. Which team are you supporting? Is that Liverpool? Let me know which team you support. Oh, you're talking about, oh, I've gotten what you're saying. Arsenal, as in alphabetical order. Oh, no, you can't be talking about that. Are you actually talking about that in alphabetical order? But yeah, Cookie Adam suggested it, so we are going to talk about this, the top scorers. Let me know the 3 players that you expect to be the top scorers next season. 3 players that you expect to be the top scorers next season. There are a lot of as I've said, this guy will do well. Callum Wilson. I expect Ings to do well too. I expect Jamie Vardy to do well too. I expect Rodrigo at Leeds to do well. Obviously, Aubameyang, obviously, Sane, obviously, Mane. I expect them all to do well. But which one do you guys think will finish as the top scorer next season? Let me know. Yeah, I thought you're talking about Arsenal. Yeah, we are still number one and we'll be number one for this weekend because we're playing the first game. So I'm expecting a 3-0 victory. The preview for that game, I'll do it probably tomorrow. Cookie says I've turned the England game, Denmark off, and now I'm just watching it. Oh wow, I'm flattered. Can I cry? Thank you very much, Cookie. I appreciate you. I'm just watching. It's more entertaining, way more. Nothing's happening in the game. I'll make it more entertaining from tomorrow onwards. I'll have guests on and stuff. Um, First half done and nothing. Oh yeah, the first half is done. Okay. Oba top if he stays, hopefully. So Liam goes with Aubameyang. Let me know anyone else. Alex, Aubameyang top if he stays. Alex will be in one of the streams very soon. Cookie says top 5 goal scorers will be Salah if he stays. Aubameyang, Pulisic, De Bruyne, Aguero. Okay, I won't agree with some of those because Aguero is still injured? The problem with Aguero is that he's always injured. If Aguero and Kane stayed fit for all those seasons they've been injured, all those games they've missed, I think they would have been like Aguero would have been like on 200 Premier League goals. To be fair, he's just unlucky the injury because he's a deadly goal scorer. But this season, I don't think he'll do that well. De Bruyne is not really a goal scorer, and Man City really share their goals around Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, and all of those. So I don't expect that. Salah, definitely. Pulisic, I don't think so too, because Chelsea, I'm expecting rotation, subs and stuff. A lot of injuries, maybe, because they haven't really used to that English tempo and stuff. So, yeah. Ian, Aubameyang, absolutely. Oba will take it again. They didn't really take it last season, unfortunately. Vardy did, but I know he's going to take it. He's definitely a very good player. So for me, my top 3 goal scorers will be first position. You start with first. I'll go with Aubameyang. I think I've written it down somewhere. Yeah, first will be Aubameyang. Second will be Harry Kane. I hate to say that, but it's going to be Harry Kane just because he'll score the Scums all their goals basically. He'll score all their 19 goals this season. Yeah. 20 and third will be Jimenez from Wolves because like all his goals go to him, like all the assists and all the goals. So I'm expecting him to get chances. So yeah, he'll get the third. Salah will be up there. Mane will be up there. Ings will be up there. Vardy, Martial, Rashford in the top 10. Maybe even Timo Werner. Maybe even who am I forgetting? Maybe you can even see Jordan Ayew scoring 12 goals or something. Ceballos. Imagine that Ceballos was the top scorer. Kane will be injured in January and miss the Euros, let England down and miss Spurs Europa League and see them lose the UL final to us. They won't be in the knockout stage. They'll be eliminated in the group stage. I want to knock Spurs out of the Europa League so much, man. I'd love it. In the semi-final, final, Cookie Spurs will go out to Locomotive. Not really. I think even if you played Liam, you'd beat that Locomotive team. 5-1 defeat. I hope so. So that has been the Premier League predictions. Remember, let me let you know what will happen this week. Today we've talked about the Premier League predictions, my Premier League predictions, and you guys' Premier League predictions from 1st to 20th, and also the top scorer list and stuff. But tomorrow we are going to do the game week 1 predictions. That's the games that are starting on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll have 3 guests on for tomorrow talking about the Premier League predictions for the weekend. And then on Thursday, we'll change it and we'll switch it up to the Fantasy Premier League. We'll talk about the best options, the best captaincy options, and all that will be on this channel. I'll get guests and all that. Man, I've been working so hard trying to get people on these videos and stuff. Like that's what I actually do most of the time, just to like get people on. So just working hard to give you guys good content. So that will be on Thursday, and then on Friday, obviously, we'll be talking about Arsenal. Let me read the last few comments before I end it, so that you guys can go enjoy the second half of England. Any more comments? Yeah, thank you really very much, Liam, for watching. Cookie, Louis, Alex, Zane, Arsenal Vlogs, Francis, Arcade Sweetie, Ibrahim, East Gunners, Austin. I can see 21 people in the chat. I don't know all your names, but thanks for watching. In case you haven't liked the video, make sure you drop a like. I'll really appreciate it. Abdi, oh well. By the way, if you didn't enjoy the content, you can also drop a dislike just for me to know what kind of content you'd like. Like the other video I did like 2 days ago got so many dislikes, but at least I know. Yeah, so like or dislike, I don't mind you being honest with your opinion. Lewis, shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much. But yeah, thanks for watching. Back tomorrow with another live stream. And yeah, keep staying safe, and I'll talk to you guys later.